Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm doing look 3 with this Morphe Flickering Sands palette. So in this tutorial series, I'm showing you not only like the eye looks, but like the other products that I would pair with this palette. So it is a full face makeup look. I think this is just such a beautiful smoky liner, fox eye, like everyday makeup look. I mean, some people might consider this more than everyday, but I think this is such a like soft glam sort of look. So first I'm gonna go in with the shadow shields. I just got these off of Amazon and I'll have these linked down below. So it just comes like with a little thing, you peel this off and it's sticky on this side. I'm gonna get a little bit of this adhesive off because sometimes it's almost like too harsh on my under eyes. And then gonna put it like this, and you want to make sure they're even on both eyes. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and prime with my Milani eyeshadow primer. Then I'm gonna go in with this shade here, and just a blending brush like this. I got this out of an Amazon brush set. I'm just gonna brush this shade all over the eyelid, so from just the lash line all the way up into the crease. I just want to like warm my whole eyelid space up a little bit before I go in with the other shadows to smoke out. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the black shade, and I'm just using an angled brush. This is from Morphe, and this is their M401. It has like the spoolie on the other side. So I just got some of that black shade on there, tapped off some of the excess, and then I'm just gonna draw out the wing here. And I'm only taking this over to about right here. I'm gonna go in with the dark brown. And this time I'm using like a, kind of like a bigger, like not as precise angled brush. I got this also out of that Amazon brush set. And I'm gonna get some of that dark brown. And then I'm gonna go over top of the black here. Just, you don't need a whole lot of this, so I'm just gonna take what was left, put on the other one, and then I'm gonna wipe off the excess on here on just like a dry washcloth, and then I'm gonna go back with this brush, just go back and forth like this to just smudge that out and smoke out that liner, just because I want this really just smoky. This is really gonna create like that fox eye look. Next, I'm just gonna go in with a little eyeshadow sponge. I also got these off of Amazon. And I'm gonna go in with some of this like sparkly shade. And I'm just gonna lightly put this on my eyelid. Just do like a light wash of this. Like I'm not really gonna pack this on. And I'm also sort of taking that slightly over the liner, taking it up into the crease a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna remove the shadow shields. So as you can see, like that just creates like a crisp edge. I just love using shadow shields for that. I know that they also make like, you know, like tape you can get, like makeup tape, which I kind of want to get some of those because I think that that might be a little less harsh on my under eyes and probably a little bit more affordable, I don't know. Now I'm gonna move on to the face makeup, and I'm just gonna be using this Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation, and I'm gonna be mixing these two shades just because I was unable to get the shade that I needed. So I'm gonna be mixing 50 and 200. I think the shade that I needed was like 150 or something like that, and it just wasn't available, which I know that this foundation is really hard to get here in the States. So hopefully I can link this down below, but I do really enjoy this foundation. It's very long wearing, full coverage, and it's also like hydrating. So I'm just gonna do some dots of this on my face, and then I'm gonna blend this out with my makeup sponge, my dampened makeup sponge. And this is actually the Paw Paw makeup sponge, which you can get a bag of these. I think it's like 6 of these sponges for around $10 on Amazon. I bought the bag of these like a while ago, but I had some Wet n Wild makeup sponges that I had, you know, bought up. So I was trying to like go through those before I started using all of my Paw Paw makeup sponges. But if you're looking for a really affordable makeup sponge, these are really good. But I find that this Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation is like my Revlon Color Stay, but just a little bit more dewy and hydrating. It just has like a nice skin finish. And this does last all day long. This is definitely one of my favorite foundations. So it's like such a shame that it's so hard to find. Then for a concealer, I'm just using the Rimmel, the Multitasker Concealer. And I want to try a new brush to blend this out today. I got this new e.l.f. Tap and Blend concealer brush. So I've only used this brush like a few times, so I'm still trying to figure out if I like this. I know normally I use my makeup sponge to blend in my concealer, but I know a lot of people enjoy these types of brushes to blend out concealer, so I figured I would buy this one and give it a try. But what is your favorite brush or sponge to use to blend out under eye concealer? Okay, that seemed like that blended out pretty good, and I'm just gonna use my sponge to just kind of tap over that to get like any little brush strokes. But if you're looking for a full coverage long wearing concealer that is very comparable to Tarte Shape Tape from the drugstore, this Rimmel, the Multitasker, is that concealer. Okay, yeah, that brush blended that out really good. I'm just gonna tap it in. Okay, and then to set my under eye concealer, I'm just going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection in the shade Translucent. And I'm gonna use a brush today to apply this. I'm just gonna use this e.l.f. blush brush. I actually love this brush for applying like powder underneath the eyes. I also do like this brush for blush, even though I rarely use it for blush. It works really good. And then I finally picked up a new MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless Finishing Powder from Target. This is one of my all-time favorite just face setting powders. I just love how it just gives the face like an airbrush finish. And I'm just using this triangle powder poof that I got off at Amazon to set. Okay, and then I'm just gonna fill in my brows really quickly. So I'm probably just gonna do this off camera, and then I'm gonna set my brows in place with this Brow Express Brow from Maybelline. And then I'm gonna come back and finish the eyes and the rest of my face makeup. I'm gonna take some of this shade here, and I'm just gonna put this here in the inner corner. And then I'm gonna take some of this matte cream, and I'm just gonna brush this here as my brow bone highlight. Before I do like my mascara and stuff, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face because I like to do my setting spray before I do my mascara. So for my bronzer, I'm gonna be using this new CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer. This is one of their baked luminous bronzers in the shade Honey Bun. And I'm not for sure if I've used Honey Bun on camera yet or not. I think I have, but I love Honey Bun, and I also really like Toasted Butterscotch. I think that's the name of that one. This one is just like a little bit more, it's a little bit lighter and a bit more golden. So I'm just putting this in the areas where the sun would naturally bronze my face. And I know I had some of you guys ask me like which I preferred, these or the Milani. And honestly, I like them all the same. It's just that the CoverGirl ones are better if you are a bit more fair. And if you are, I'd say like light to all the way up to deep, the Milani ones are better just because they are deeper. Even the lightest one, I don't know that it would work the best if you were really fair, so yeah. And I do think that maybe the CoverGirl might just have slightly a little bit more sheen to it, but it's nothing crazy. Like, I don't see like glitter on my face. And for my blush today, I was gonna do the Cloudtopia, and I may still do it, but I wanted to use this today before I use powder to set everything. And I'm just such a creature of habit that it's like after I do my concealer and foundation, I always set with powder. So I totally forgot. but I have been able to get this to work over top of powders. You just have to be a little bit more slow with your application with it, and also like dab some of it here on the back of your hand and blend it into the brush so that you're like not putting too much down at once on your cheeks. And do more of a lighter application of this, which it does not take much at all of this. But once this is on your skin, like I swear this stuff will last all day long. Like the wear on this is really good. But I love the shade. I don't even know if I said the shade of this Cloudtopia blush from Maybelline, but this is in Toasted Sky. Okay, so I think that's good. Just kind of like a light application of it. I wanted to use this today for my lipstick, like with a lip liner. And I picked this up recently. I have not used it yet in a video, but this is the e.l.f. Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner. And I have the shades in mauve, and also I think deep brown is the other one. But I'm gonna be using mauve today, and it's like a really interesting like lip product. It's kind of like a triangle shape. And I actually do really enjoy the shape of this to do lip lining. Like I like how it does it like thicker and almost a little bit more blended. In the days that I have used this, it has lasted really good too. Okay, so I'm gonna try to use my finger with this. So I'm gonna get some of this Cloudtopia. And this does create like a nice blurred lip. Like if you didn't do a lip liner, it's gonna be a bit more blurred. And I'm gonna use the new Milani Baked Highlight in Champagne Dorado, or do I wanna use the e.l.f.? Maybe I'll use the e.l.f. one because I don't think I've really used the e.l.f. much in my videos, but this is the Prosecco Poppin'. This is like the Gold Champagne one. So yeah, let's just use this. And I'm just applying this with my Real Technique setting brush. And actually, you know what? I might go in with a little bit of the Milani too. This is the Champagne Dorado, which this one is more golden. I don't know if you could hear the cats just a second ago. They're playing outside my door. I'm just gonna tap that out. But that pairs really nicely with the eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna set everything before I go in with my mascara with the Scandinavia, the Makeup Finishing Spray. Off camera, I went ahead and did my mascara, and I just used this L'Oreal Panorama. This is in the Burgundy Cashmere, which is just so pretty. It's like a warm brown. It just looks like a warm brown on your lashes. But this is the finished makeup. I really, really like this eye look. This might become like my new everyday like eyeshadow look. I just think this is beautiful. So I hope that you guys are enjoying my tutorial series using this Morphe Flickering Sands palette. If you haven't seen the other looks that I have done with this, I will have the playlist linked over here. But I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope that you all have a great day. Bye-bye.